I'm Lonnie Webb, and boom, it's on comics. Today we're doing a live stream. This is something I haven't done like ever. So it's a first, and if anyone joins in live, we'll see if we can break the uh, the configuration I have here. Today is International Women's Day. Yay, humans! Hey, I don't know. Uh, Women are more than half of the human race, so yay, the majority. In the sense of comics, which we are on comics. Um, I think we should bring up some names that stand out. Joe Duffy was a phenomenal editor, if I remember right, in the old days at Marvel, and by old days, pre-Disney. Louise Simonson, of course. And over at ElfQuest, there was, and still is, Wendy Penny. And Kablam Printing, who I turn to many times, is co-owned by, is it also Wendy? Is it Wendy Gregory? I feel like I'm getting that wrong, but she's a fantastic person. Um, as far as their contribution to comics, they've all done amazingly good work. I'm not so sure about the newcomers to the block, but I'm happy with the names that jump to mind and what they've contributed to the comic world. Um, and normally, what's going to happen on Tuesday when I do a live stream, we will talk about Antarctic Press. Um, but I don't have anything from them yet. So we're going to pretend we've got something to talk about. Antarctic Press is a smaller comic publisher here in Texas. They are, gee, they were founded, I think, by Ben Dunn solely, and that should, I believe, they go all the way back to the '80s, maybe farther back, and got some notoriety as they bowed out of the deal to publish um, Jawbreakers after some public pressure. Let's see, I think that. I think that's probably the bestest, quickest way to introduce them. Antarctic Press has a presence on the web, but it's not a beautifully helpful presence yet. I'm sure they're working on that. And the best thing you can do is go to your local comic shop and say, hey, where can I get Airship Enterprise, a steampunk version of Star Trek, um, Steamship Galactica, Jungle Comics, Planet Comics, and Gold Digger, and Patriotica. Those are all moving titles with Antarctic Press, and I think you'll be pleased to check those out. So, what we will be doing is in the near future, we will be having some things to discuss with regard to Antarctic Press on the, let's see, what am I looking for? I think we will have some things to talk about them with regard to Wednesday releases, Wednesday being release day. I plan to get a new hat, an AP hat. This may become a collector. I was very unhappy with Marvel when I bought this cap, and I left the tag on it so I could return it. But I think I'm going to hang on to it as it's going to be a collector's item. It's a Punisher hat pre-gay. Don't know why Punisher is becoming gay, and I don't know if he will actually become gay. But that's one of the rumors that went floating around. Um, Somewhat related to that, I guess. Gee, I guess in Florida they're making a fuss about uh, the "Don't Say Gay" bill, which it's not a "Don't Say Gay" bill. Um, after tremendous studying on it, I found out this has nothing to do with comics, but in fact, the comic customers, which historically have been targeted to kids, and as a parent and as parents would say, uh, keep your hands off our kids, government. And that's what this bill apparently really asks for. If you search for it, you can find the text to it. And it's really about transparency with regard to how your kids are being handled. So the parental rights bill in education, House Bill number 1557. If you're in Florida, you might want to check that out and find out why you shouldn't be all that worried about it. This here recently, not having any Antarctic Press comics to talk about today. I think that I'll just do a little quick pop culture. Um, we checked out Murder on the Orient Express, and that was a really good old-fashioned mystery story, detective story, which of course that's how it started out. Poirot, um, in his vacationing time, gets entangled in a murder mystery, and and it's a lot of fun. If you don't know who Poirot is, then that is a character you should check out by Agatha Christie, a series of nearly 50 stories, and there have been movies and shows made with regard to him. Later on in the show, uh, in fact, well, I'm not seeing any activity here live, but in the comments, we might pick a show title if someone drops one that's a really great, awesome suggestion. We'll take that. Um, the Let me go ahead and check on, as I said, Antarctic Press. Let me move over here. That is their Shopify page. You can go there and take a peek at it. Um, that will be, you can just search Antarctic Press and it'll pop up. Um, I want to find a better web presence to point you to, but that's just not. It's pretty, but it's not as up to date as I'd like it to be. Oh, let me push the right button. Point. There you go. Um, yeah, that. So the the products on the Shopify account are lagging behind the comic book shop, which makes sense. The guys in the publishing arm certainly want to see the live stuff, the stuff in the local comic shop, follow along, um, or to be in the lead for uh, the sales that occur on the website. Obviously, you want to sell to your local comic shop customers before you sell to online customers. Otherwise, you would defeat um, your sales base. So good move. I just would like to see a little more, a little faster. And quick peek over to. Oh, okay. Here, I'll show this up to show that I did in fact look this up. That's that bill from Florida. Um, but like I said, it takes a lot of work to find that. Um, I went through probably a dozen articles that didn't lead directly to the true text of the document. Stumbled onto it almost by accident, mainly because I didn't know what I was looking for. It's really House Bill 1557, makes everything much easier, and I'm not that worried about Florida and what they do. So we're just going to skip away from that for the time being. Um, oh! We got Cam. Oh, you like the hat? Fantastic, fantastic. Like I said, this may be a collector's item, as the pre orientation change coming from Marvel. Um, oh, I don't think that that's coming up in the chat window. That's a bummer. That's something I'll have to fix. It shouldn't be doing that to us. Oh well. Um, Agatha Christie, quality books. I agree. Cam's Crash Courses is on the scene. Thank you, sir. Let's jump over here. What I might be checking out this afternoon, if things work right, is the Batman. I'm expecting it to be an okay movie. Um, I know there is some stuff dropped in there that's really going to hack me off and knock me out of the viewing experience. But on the flip side, most of the movie is using Batman as a detective, hence the Orient Express, uh, Agatha Christie, uh, Agatha Christie favoritism on my part, and I expect it to be time well spent plus a half hour. That said, let's take a peek at. Oh yeah, since the Batman is working out well, it's really too bad that I clicked the wrong button right then. I don't know why I did that, but I clicked the wrong button, and I'm getting the wrong thing. How in the world did I manage that? It's truly a mystery how I got to there. Goodness, that was a lot of work. Make sure that I'm really there. Yes, I am really there. The Batman's doing well in the box office. Too bad that DC is not doing well in their real estate. They have been having some dropping numbers pretty consistently, to the point that Antarctic Press might be selling more books than DC is. Who knows? I should check into that. Not having sufficient funding from the mothership, DC has been kicked out of their Burbank offices, which is sad because that they've been there so long. What was it, like 80 years? And as a result of the current mismanagement, um, they don't have the funds coming through, the cash flow to keep that office open. So if you can't keep it open under the margin, you're going to have to move everybody to a warehouse. So sad. And I don't really want that to happen to DC, but it has. All right. I want to keep this kind of short. I haven't seen anything break here, so I'll go back and take a peek at things. Um, Cam, since you're around, can you think of a good show title for today's live stream? You know, I'm going to have to wait like 10 minutes for a response to come back from YouTube. I'll just keep an eye out in the chat or the comments. If you see one, in fact, if I see one, I'll put it in as the show title, unless it's something particularly naughty. Saying that, we've run a whopping 18 minutes. Look at that. We've been running so long. I want to free you up to be able to go watch Dan because I know he's got something special going on, Dan the Spacebook. I think that is a Type 40 Live Extra, and that's going to be fantastic to watch, I'm sure. I'm going to let everybody, all one of you, go, and hopefully the next time I do this, I will have the chat window fixed because I have definitely broken it somehow. All right. Thanks, Cam Cam, and anybody else who watches the stream later.